Okay, buddy. I think we're live.
This is
Hopefully we're
spooky.
live.
We're live. We're alive. We're a beehive. We're buzzing. That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right. We hope you guys enjoyed that spooky introduction. Good morning. It's a beautiful Wednesday. Currently just 10 after 10 in the morning. I hope you guys had a great week. We had a very busy one. Getting ready for Halloween. Trying to engage in these festivities that are not really occurring this year, sadly.
Are you coming to Discord Halloween?
Yes, I'm coming to Discord Halloween. You should.
I'm having a Discord Halloween party. I have no idea how well that's going to work if you have like 70 people in one Discord call.
Yeah, I might crash the server a little bit.
Yeah, I think what we're going to do though is like multiple calls in the same server, but yeah, it's going to be fun.
How many people do you expect to have show out for it?
I have no idea. I was kind of hoping most people would at least pop in for a bit, you know, especially like early on in the night before they do whatever they're going to do.
Yeah.
Not that anybody should be doing anything.
We don't recommend.
We don't recommend. That's why we're doing Discord Halloween. We're being COVID safe.
Yeah, you can see our Aiden and I have been in the bubble for a long period of time. Even before COVID, we were in the bubble.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be cool. You know.
Effectively, you were my bubble even before COVID. I was just seeing Ev every day.
We're in the bubble. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same person, as you can tell from our outfit.
Yeah.
But no, it's gonna be exciting. I think it'll be cool for people to just kind of be able to, you know, not have to go out for a whole night, but being able to, you know, go to a different party. They're kind of like bar hopping, but online.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a few people should be doing that.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. Yeah.
Are we doing Zoom or Discord?
Doing Discord.
Discord.
That's why
sweet.
it's Discord Halloween.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it'd
Discord
be
Halloween.
Zoomoween.
Zoomoween.
Actually, Zoom is a way better name. Yeah,
Hallow Zoom.
Yeah.
It's kind of corny, but that's okay. In terms of our workload, it's been absolutely ridiculous. COVID has obviously brought a lot of challenges, as we've talked about before, like last week. But we're plugging along, I'd say. How's practicum going for you?
My advisor kind of chewed us out yesterday. Kind of gave us a hard time because he's like, you guys were so far ahead of the curve. You know, we like started like, we were in Ottawa last week of September, right? Did our shooting or whatever. But then we have like 2 interviews left. And we're like, oh, we'll do them in November or something like that, right? Like we'll kind of chew our way through the footage a bit and see, like, fill in the gaps, like ask some specific questions to kind of bridge some whatever. And now he's like, you guys are going to have to do them all over Zoom.
No.
And we're like, God damn it.
That changes a huge...
Yeah.
Well, we kind of face something similar. So apparently in sport media, it's very rare that a pitch production will completely do a 180 in terms of its content and its story. Unfortunately, we were going to cover a story that's featuring a football player from Montreal that basically invoked his human right of safety to not play football during COVID so that he could pursue his academics at Harvard. About like a week and a half ago, about 3 weeks before our initial interview and our initial filming was supposed to start in Montreal, his agent called our producer and said that he's cutting off all interviews for the next 6 months, not just us, but for everyone. So our main character called it off. So like we're in week 7 or week 6 at this point and have like, you know, no production to pitch, nothing going on. And so we had to come up with a completely different new story. Most of our paperwork is going to apply to the timing and everything, but everything is switched now.
Oh my God.
So we're like halfway through our what should be production.
Oh, I feel so bad for you,
I know, and
buddy.
our whole thing had to switch, and we're like one of the only groups that had that happen to them. Apparently, it only happens like once in a blue moon, as they say. But yeah, I think our new pitch, you know, it's a crap sandwich with some good meat, I guess, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. There'll be some good opportunity. It's a better story overall and kind of more applicable. But yeah, it should be good. I won't tell you guys what it is. You guys got to see it, and I'll shout out a link when it's done. Yeah, it should be good. It's getting close to Halloween. My goosebumps are coming alive more and more often in the mornings.
Before you jump into that,
Yes.
I think I know where you're going.
Okay.
Just while we're on the topic of COVID, I want to do my show and tell.
Yes, please, okay, we should do that first. That's a good idea. Do it first.
So recurring segment. We're gonna plan these out better in the future. But again, it was just, hi Lila. Is that Lila? Hayden. Hi Hayden. Hi.
Hayden has the
We
greatest.
put that you're taking a shower in the description.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You look
Enjoy
good.
your shower.
You look nicely shaved.
Yeah.
You look good. You look nicely shaved. Yeah.
Bye. That was mustachioed in residence, Hayden.
He's like Napoleon Dynamite after high school.
Yeah.
And accomplished, and
All right. So, recurring segment, show and tell. What I've got today is an important safety tool in the world of COVID.
Okay.
Okay?
A safety
This is
tool.
very important for maintaining social distancing, and that's why we're sitting so far apart on the couch, even though we're in the bubble, is so that I can demonstrate this most important of safety tools.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Are you ready?
I thought I was, but not now. But yeah. Okay.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
Don't cover your face, though.
Oh, fucking! Shoot! I meant shoot. I knew you were gonna hit me. Friggin' 6 foot long.
Yeah, I
No,
don't even
not
think it
6
is.
feet.
It is. I cut it to kind of baby-proof that shelf over there. 'Cause I kept hitting my head on it.
Oh my god, you're growing, eh? You're a grown boy.
I'm a grown boy. I need my vitamins and minerals.
That's sweet. I haven't friggin' held a pool noodle in so long.
Right? Me neither,
Yeah.
man. I saw this in Walmart, and I was like, man, 99 cents. I don't need a pool noodle for literally anything, but I'm gonna get it.
But you don't need a pool noodle until you need a pool noodle.
Yeah,
you
and
know
now
what
I
mean?
can like be walking around the street doing this and like keeping people away from me.
It's like
and
baby-proofing shrink wrap, in a way, for
Yeah.
wiring or something. You remember like going to your friend's house if anybody had a pool, and you'd be like, "What kind of pool toys do you have?"
Yeah.
And depending on like some friends had like the.
You got any rice?
No.
No.
At home I have rice. didn't
Okay, I
bring
meant like
rice.
right now, right here.
No,
right
why?
now.
Why?
Because you know that thing where you like go
Yeah.
and you blow water? I figured that would work with rice. Make they mess in my living room.
Dude, okay, I don't know why that made me think of this. Did you see recently the guy in France that put Orbeez, or is that Orbeez? They multiply once they're put in hydration or liquid to about 150 times their original size.
Yeah.
This kid in France put Orbeez in his bathtub and he left his bath, he drained his bathtub, drained the water out once he thought the Orbeez were full enough. It brought a large amount of the Orbeez into his actual piping, started pushing up through his sink, started pushing out from his shower, up from his shower and out the tub. And then he went outside. Over the next 2 weeks, after every time he was walking his dog outside, he'd see his sewer. Because in France, a lot of their sewage and piping systems are connected for rural and for city. And
As pipes tend to be.
Yes. Well, no, but in a lot of North America, Canada, and the U.S. though, it's very sectioned off per grid or per sector. Whereas France, it's on one big kind of plan. So he was walking through his neighborhood, and he would see Orbeez flowing up from the sewers on his street. So he literally ruined, by doing this one experiment for a YouTube video, he ruined his entire community's plumbing. Everyone's. And he had neighbors knocking on his door with Orbeez and dirt, being like, "Why is this coming out of my bathroom?" He got a notice from the city or from whatever, detailing that he was being searched for, and has criminal charges being pushed against him for this Orbeez incident. So he apparently caused several millions of dollars of damage to their septic systems, I guess, plumbing in general.
Something happened just like that where an idiot was doing a thing for a YouTube video, but he was going around and leaving CRT TVs on people's porches while wearing a CRT TV on his head. So he was in a jumpsuit with a CRT TV on his head, like an old school tube TV.
Right.
He's going around leaving them on people's porches, and then he went and filmed it and made a documentary about the TV man in his neighborhood or whatever, like it wasn't him. Okay. And then he got charged. He got charged with trespassing and littering.
Oh my god.
It's just it's such a harmless prank though.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd be if I woke up, went outside and saw a TV on my lawn,
yeah,
I'd be
like,
all right,
cool, bro.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, why
Thanks,
not?
Man.
I have one more show and tell.
Okay.
Out of the couch of mysteries. You can look. This is Short Dick Man by Gillette. It is a CD of the radio mix, bass mix, jazzy mix, acapella, club mix, JJ Energy mix, insane mix, and dub mix of this one song.
Whoa, what song?
Short Dick Man.
Can we play that? Like, we can't play that right now, right? I assume.
Well, if it comes through Alexa, it'll be fine.
Okay.
Alexa, play Short Dick Man.
Can I see that?
Short Dick Man by Gillette from Apple Music.
How did you get this? Why do you have this?
Buff found it in the thrift store. Andrew found it in the thrift store.
That is awesome. I feel like this is just like a sampler's dream.
Yeah.
Jazz mix, acapella.
Alexa,
mix.
stop. I think that was a direct. I just watched the viewership fall.
Really?
Yeah.
How many viewers did we have?
We had 2, and now we're down to 1.
Oh no.
That's
all
okay.
right. Yeah, he didn't like the radio mix. I guess.
Clearly
Maybe
not.
he's more of an acapella guy.
Yeah,
Damn.
maybe. Or
Oh,
maybe he
that's
just
so
doesn't like
funny.
us saying dick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get an email from the Spirit Live staff being like, "Don't say Richard."
No need to be sexist. You can call me by my name. It's fine.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
There should
His
be
first
nothing
name's
like that.
actually Richard.
Mhm.
Okay,
Dick
you want to
Mandy.
get back on track? 'Cause
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like we're getting a little
Yeah.
bit. Do you have a show and tell you'd like to show?
Yes, I have a show and tell that I'd like to show you, and it's in the spirit of, November, the new year coming after December, and new toys that will hopefully reinvigorate our lust for gaming. So I have here with me what seems to be an original PS2, PlayStation 2. I can't even remember what the initial release date was for these.
I think it was 1999.
1999. So a year after we were born.
Yeah.
This
wanna
bad
hold it
boy,
up?
yeah. This bad boy right here was making its mark.
Thick boy.
Yeah. I didn't even notice. What? So there's an open compartment at the back. Is that like storage system? What is that?
It's you can put a hard drive in it if you want.
Oh, that's wicked.
I don't really know what the hard drive was for though. I don't think like anything took advantage of it.
And the old switch on and off button.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I got the slim one over there, somewhere. It's by your knee.
Oh
there.
yeah, it's right here. Here, I'll pull that out. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Make a little comparison here a little bit. But yes, the PS5 is coming out. I think November 1st or November 12th. I can't remember. But I'm very excited for it. I'm not gonna get it right away. But look at that. Look at the difference. That's insane.
That one's like literally the size of a DVD case.
Yeah. And oh wow, what do you have in here? Rock Band.
I have Rock Band in there.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's anything in here. We should have figured that out before we started like shaking it.
Yeah,
And it's
sweet.
absolutely caked in dust. That is gross.
Mm-hmm.
This was a Christmas present from Graham.
Oh, it was.
I
Christmas
already had a PS2 and he got me a PS2.
Oh, well, that's nice. Yeah, you can never go
Yeah.
wrong with two of the same thing, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
I guess, eh?
Yeah, what do you think? Okay, so I wanted to bring that show and tell just because I think it sparks like kind of interesting conversation about
Yeah.
a lot of the controversy surrounding PS5 and its production. You know how a lot of people are saying, like, the raw materials that are being extracted or like mined for the PS5 is really, really dangerous, especially in today's world. Like, I can't remember what the main element was that they were retrieving. I think it was like uranium or something like that.
It wasn't uranium.
No. The raw metal?
Uranium is like what nuclear reactors run on.
Oh, well, we are going to be talking a little bit
Yeah.
about that, so maybe that's where my head's at.
I just want to make a point here, though, before we get into all that. So, this like newest current consoles, they bother me. Like this generation and the next generation. Because when I was on the farm with like pretty much virtually dial-up internet, we didn't have cable, we didn't have
Right.
satellite. Like
Right.
the only thing there really was to do, like other than farm things, like if you were just got home from work, I want to relax, I want to unwind, like the best option was a video game.
Right.
Because you can pop it in and it just goes. And I had my
Mhm.
Xbox 360, and it would download an update maybe once every 6 months. First time you popped in a game, sometimes it had to download a little config file or something like that. But generally, like you were just up and running.
That was the best. Yeah, those were the days.
Now it's like you pop a game in and you're like, I haven't played. I'm a busy adult.
Mhm.
I haven't played a video game in 2 months, and I want to play a video game. I have some time. And even on a good internet connection, we have fiber on the farm now.
Right.
But it's like you have to download like a 30 gig update, like every
Every,
time.
like, 2
every
weeks
time
too,
that I want to
man.
play something, and
Yeah.
it's like you can't automatically do this for me, or
My biggest frustration is I have such an issue with not like PS4 not being able to, or at least mine specifically. I always have an issue with downloading even when it's in rest mode, like having like an immediate download setting turned on.
Yeah.
I wish they would have something like that because you're right. Every time I sit down to play any of my first-person shooters, especially, it's like a friggin' 3-hour update every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's like the other thing too, not just like the timing and the inconvenience of having to wait for the update, but the friggin' space, the storage it takes up, man. It's insane. Like these updates for Call of Duty Warzone, for example, it was like 6 months every 3.5 weeks, like 18 gig, 25 gig file update.
Yeah.
Like it's
I
crazy.
think Warzone at the moment takes up like 250 gigs.
That's insane.
And
That's insane.
like for all the boomers out there, my iPhone is 64 gigs. So, Alexa, what's 250 divided by 64?
250 divided by 64 is approximately 3.9062.
So yeah, 4 times.
She's a great resource to have, eh?
Oh, I
like
love
in
her,
the-
man.
Yeah,
She's
that's a great
she's
little-
amazing.
Great device.
I got one for the bathroom.
You did?
I got
Same
one.
size, big one?
No, it's like a little wall wart. It looks like a phone
Oh,
charger or a
wicked.
smoke alarm or something. Or it looks like a carbon monoxide alarm.
Okay.
And it just like hangs on the outlet. And that way when I'm brushing my teeth, I can be like, AliXA, set a timer for 2 minutes.
Oh,
Or I
okay.
can be like taking a poo and I can be like, play stuff you should know from podcasts.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. No, I want to get one of those. Like just like the little, even like a Google Home or something.
Yeah.
Would be nice. What would you say is the best, how would I define that product? Best like home helper?
I like
How would I define that?
AliXA because she plays nice with the Apple stuff.
Okay.
Like I'm pretty sure Google Home will do Spotify and it'll do YouTube Music and stuff. I don't think it'll do Apple Music. But because I use Apple Music and I use Apple Podcasts, AliXA is the way to go.
Gotcha.
But there is the new HomePod Mini, which is like Apple's version, and it's $99 because they used to have one that was like $400, and they just came out with like a cheaper one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Good. I was thinking about getting
Kind of looks like a fuzzy alien egg.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see Apple came out with, I don't know if it was, excuse me, their official new line of iPads, but it was at least some specs that they came out with for the next couple of years. It looks very Microsoft-y, very like kind of Excel-y, like Microsoft laptop.
Yeah?
Yeah, like just the cuts and the keyboards that they're putting out for them and the way that their cases are being
I
cut.
don't know,
Now,
I like
it's-
them, man.
I know. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I like it. It just seems a little bit of like cookie cutter.
No, it seems to me like more like a return to form, you know?
Yeah.
Because like the new iPhones, the new iPads and stuff, they're drawing influence from like the iPhone 4, iPhone 5.
Okay.
And then they went to all this curved crap, which to me is
Right.
very like Samsung.
Yes, that's yeah.
You know?
that's a good
So
point.
now they're back to like their square edges and, you know, they don't fit well in a human hand because we don't have square edges, but they look better.
It's true. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good point. Okay, yeah, good point. I'll you shut that down for me.
Yeah.
Thank you. I had a question for you about Apple. What do you think, like in terms of their like advertising? Do you think that they're going to be like one of those companies that's going to kind of play on the COVID or try to do something like, you know how let's say I think
Oh, are you talking about like those insurance ads? They're like, oh, we're all in this
yeah,
together.
we're in this together. This will end soon. Like buy a laptop. You know what I mean? Like something like. Do you think they're going to play to that angle?
I think the thing they might do is like show how like, oh, FaceTime and Apple products are a great way to connect with your family you can't see. Da 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 da. But I don't think they're gonna do anything worse than that. I think the biggest offender was that ad for T-Mobile or something like that, where there's a bunch of people working in the grocery store, and they all have their masks under their chin.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, that was brutal. Wait, let me see if I can
yeah,
find
you
it.
gotta show me that. Yeah, so just while Aiden's doing this, to give you guys kind of like a laydown of what we were hoping to talk about at some different points throughout the episode, just given the spirit of Halloween, I want to talk about, in relation to COVID, the Spanish flu, because that has a very gloomy, very relevant, impact and correlation to what we're experiencing today. And we also want to talk about the developments with Mr. Elon Musk and SpaceX, And then if we have time, possibly some fission versus fusion reaction differential, and just kind of talking about how, in relation to SpaceX, all that is being developed and worked on, and just the different properties that come with fission and fusion reaction.
I zoned out for a second there, but I can't find the ad.
No?
It was essentially just a bunch of idiots standing around in a grocery store with their masks under their chin, being like, "Hey, have you heard that Dodge has 0% financing and 0 APR for 24 months on the new Dodge Challenger or
I've
whatever?"
not
Like just like
seen that.
crap like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's wicked.
All right, what do you want to delve into? I feel like this season is all just going to be off the rails.
Yeah. No, it's all right. If we could do like one episode or a couple episodes, if we have like one full, because I want to make sure that we like put in some nice time to get some stuff
Actually
ready.
doing some
Yeah,
topics
yeah.
instead of just
Mm-hmm.
calling each
Spitballing.
other at 9:30 p.m.
Yeah.
on Tuesday night and coming up with what we're going to do the next morning.
As you can see, guys, if you guys remember that scene from Star Wars where Luke, Leia, Han, I think Han's in it. And,
My Jabba the Hutt?
No, you're not. You can be if you want, but Jabba the Hutt's safe on the. I'm talking about when they're in the trash chute and they're getting squeezed in.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's where Aiden and I's like work life's kind of like right now in
Yeah.
relation to everything else.
That's pretty accurate, actually. Yeah.
He's like, oh, freaking prop it open. That's a great movie.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Elon Musk and SpaceX right now.
Okay.
So, do you have anything like interesting that you're like that you've read about him or anything like that recently?
Starlink,
Okay.
which is his satellite ISP.
Okay.
So internet to the whole world via satellites. Some people say it's great. It's going to be like, actual competition, because right now, especially in the States, but like here too, the way that internet providers work is that they're kind of like drug dealers, right?
Right.
In that they like agree that their competition exists, but they kind of agree not to tread on each other's territory.
Yeah.
Like especially in the States, like if you can get Comcast, you can only get Comcast. And if you want Time Warner, you can only get Time Warner in this neighborhood. And that's the only choice you have. So people are saying it's good for that regard, and there's petitions to bring it to Canada and stuff like that, because the way our laws work is that telecom companies have to be homegrown or something like that. Like we can't have a foreign body running our telecom.
Right.
But there's a petition to amend that rule specifically for Starlink.
Okay.
Other people are saying Starlink's a bad thing because they're just putting a bunch of garbage up in the sky. Like there's 1,000 satellites up there now just for Starlink, and they're all super low orbit. So if one of them crashes into something or a pebble hits them or something like that.
How low in orbit are we talking?
Like not hit your head if you're standing.
No, I
on-
know. Not if a plane's like flying low. No, but like how in relation to like regular out of orbit satellite, like being safe. Like how low are these things flying? You know what I'm trying to say in comparison.
Let's ask our new co-host.
Yeah.
Alexa, how high do the Starlink satellites fly?
If she gets
Here's
this,
something I found on the web.
I'll be very impressed.
According to slideplayer.com, they can fly up to 48 miles per hour.
That's not right. That's not right.
Just letting you know. So I can learn from my mistakes.
I hope you do.
If you couldn't hear that, she just said that they fly at 48 miles per hour, which is A, not what I was asking, and B, there's no way that they're just doing 48 miles per hour up there.
And then he says, he's like, "Oh, that's not right." And then she's like, "Thank you for letting me know. I'll remember for next time."
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But this might kind of answer your question. People who live in rural areas and do stargazing or drive out of the city to go and look at the stars, on a beautiful August night, are complaining because they can see them streaking through the sky.
Ooh.
And apparently, in certain parts of the world, there's enough of them that like they kind of make their own constellation.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Damn. I wonder what the point is going to be of whether we're going to value having that like original sense of where we came from in terms of having like the constellations, right? Being kind of washed away or changed just because of these satellites. Like what point are we gonna let technology influence our physical tie to what the original parts of the world were? It's a very mouthful way to say it, but it's crazy.
I'm sure you've noticed this, but since I've moved to Toronto, I've seen a star.
Literally two. I think there's 2 stars
Yeah.
that at one point, and that's all you can see.
And they might be Starlink satellites because
Yeah.
they're so dim that you can't tell.
True, man.
Versus when I'm back on the farm in Ottawa, you look up at a nice July night sky or
Yeah.
something like that. You just see this big streak of milk.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
like someone did one of those neat coffee things where they pour the cream across
Yeah,
the coffee
yeah,
or something like that.
yeah.
And it looks cool. That's what it looks like. You can see everything. But then off in the distance, it always looks like the sun is rising
gloom.
or setting
Yep.
because of Ottawa. You can see
Yep.
Ottawa.
Mm-hmm. When we were still living on the farm, I remember there's nothing like those nights, eh? Especially I found the winters were something special. Did you ever see Northern Lights at your
Yeah.
place? Have you in at the farm though, in Ontario?
Not on the farm in Ontario. I lived in Edmonton very briefly.
Yeah.
We saw them there because you're a little bit further north. I think I saw them too when I was young, visiting my grandparents in northern Saskatchewan.
Spectacular, eh?
Yeah.
It's one of those things it's like when you take off in a plane for the first time in a while and you're climbing higher and higher and you just realize how small everything's getting. It's like one of those that just kind of puts into perspective how tiny, not insignificant we are, but how insignificant we could be on the grand scheme
Yeah.
of things,
Yeah.
Another thing with Elon's SpaceX, so he was testing his Falcon X's, right? I think it was the self-landing rockets. Based on that same technology, they've actually started to assemble, and they're testing, I think, within the end of 2024, their space SN8, SN9, SN10 Mars shuttle systems. So they've assembled, I think they assembled SN9 at the end of last week. And it's crazy, man. When you see piece by piece, each section of a space shuttle being assembled together with just very standard welding, not standard welders because they're obviously very, very qualified, but you see it's just basic, what we were doing putting the cars together back in the friggin' 50s, we're just welding pieces of metal together. Different technologies, but it's the same technique, which,
Bye.
it's not eerie. Bye, Lila.
That's Morgan.
Oh, Morgan? Oh. I don't know who Morgan is. Is that Andrew's girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh my god, they look similar. Frig. Sorry, Morgan. That was all. I just mistaken Andrew's girlfriend for. Oh my god.
That's okay.
I was about to be I like your glasses, Lila. Do you think by the end of our lifetime we will be a spacefaring race?
Oh boy, that's a loaded question, eh? I guess if Muskie Boys,
Musky boy.
Muskie Boys,
Elon Tusk.
internet satellites don't crash into each other and cause so much space junk that we can't get up there.
It'd be like that scene from Wall-E, where you see the atmosphere just completely coated in metal.
Yeah, but they I think when Wally flies through it at one point, he bumps into the metal and it just kind
Yeah.
of bounces off.
When he
him,
holds onto this spaceship,
that's not what would happen
that would rip him apart.
because it's traveling at Mach 10
Yeah,
around the Earth.
it would rip it apart.
Yeah, like something a grain of rice would if it hit you, you would be mush.
Yeah,
You know?
your fantastic lifelong experience in our modern day technologies and your internship skills, whatnot. We want you to be one of the first, just given your age, so on and so forth. We want you to be one of the first people to go to Mars. Would you do it?
At 89,
89, 92. How about that?
92.
Yeah, your kids have
Okay,
kids.
well, how long does it take to get to Mars? 2 years?
At this
So I'd
point,
be
at
94?
this point, 2 years, but you're in Cairo.
In what?
Cairo sleep, cryogenic sleep.
Oh, I heard Cairo, I'm in Egypt.
Oh no!
I'm in
I
Egypt.
guess you can't really kind of shorten that word.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. But you're in cryogenic sleep, so your cells are maintained, your body's maintained. You wake up and you're the same age as when you left, pretty much, but not really.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? I know that they've been looking for people to go to Mars. There's been a few different companies and projects.
Yeah.
Outside of like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. You gotta say his name wrong. Just
Bezos?
dishonor him because the guy's like, I don't know.
A criminal?
Well, he's like,
Dude,
pretty much
Alexa's
effectively.
Amazon's right there, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He's listening.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I got one for my car too, eh?
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, Kangaroo Man. He looks like a jack kangaroo to me.
Does he?
My God, okay.
Wait, I'm gonna
Please
put
look
a
up
picture of him up
No,
on
no, look
screen.
up Jeff Bezos jacked. He looks like a jack kangaroo.
You know, you just get so rich at some point that you just grow muscles. You know, like
Yeah. This one right here.
Wait,
he looks like a
let
jack
me
kangaroo.
switch the stream over.
So it's the third one.
It's the third one. This
Third one, yeah, that one. He looks like a jack kangaroo, man.
does,
Those
yeah.
kangaroos that are just.
This is my favorite here. Like the transformation.
Oh my God.
you know?
Man, all the guys, like.
Like here, he looks like a soy boy beta cuck or something like that. You know, like you know, get the slouch going.
Yeah.
And then here he's like,
a friggin' tank. He's
I
a
will-
multi-billionaire.
he's like,
think.
I will eat your soy.
Yes. I'll eat your soy and your boy because I'm
Yeah.
an animal. No, but apparently, like, that was him pre, like, divorce, pre, like, wealth, pre everything, and then
Wait,
he
I have
just...
one more thing to show here.
Oh my God. Dude, like, he's actually pretty huge.
Yeah. Oh, look at him. Oh, that's the Rock.
Not that guy.
Oh man, are they actually that big?
No.
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 I feel like they're short.
They'd be who?
These
Dwayne
two,
and
Dwayne and the
I-
Rock.
I think Vin
Dwayne
Diesel.
is the Rock. Vin Diesel.
I think Dwayne's like 6'2" and like 300 pounds. I think
Alexa, how tall is Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
we don't need to speculate on this show anymore.
No, we don't.
Dwayne Johnson's height is 6 feet and 2 inches.
Oh, you were right.
188 centimeters.
How heavy?
Did that answer your question?
Absolutely.
Thanks for your feedback.
We won't ask how heavy he is, but I think he's,
Alexa, how tall is Vin Diesel? Okay, the one from the bathroom just answered Vin Diesel is 6 feet tall.
Wow, that's
case you couldn't
dude.
hear
That
it.
makes so much sense, though. You know, The Rock is the more well-paid actor. He's the more famous of the two, so we get the nice, in living room Alexa answering The Rock's questions.
Yeah.
And then you got the crappy bathroom one talking about Diesel.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
I can't believe they got a guy called Vin Diesel to be in a movie franchise exclusively about cars.
Yeah,
That's
that
the-
most of them
what
probably
else is
run
he
on
in?
gasoline. He kind of started out with a series called Triple X, and he plays a very like kind of aggressive stuntman, dirt biker, X Games guy. That's literally like his shtick.
Okay.
But he robs banks. Not rob. He he'll like drive he'll steal a Ferrari after
Yeah.
working at a golf course for 6 months and steal like the owner's Ferrari and drive it off a bridge and pull a parachute and film it and then post it. So that's what he does, and then the government pretty much hires him as like a special ops agent because he's crazy. That's pretty much
Okay.
how he started. It's a pretty cool movie, Triple X. It's not like triple like they spell it out TRI. It's like XXX, and that's the movie title.
There was a PS2 game called BM Triple X.
Like BMX?
Like BMX,
Yeah.
but it was like horny BMX,
Okay.
But it was like PS2 graphics and like
Oh.
I think rated T. So it was just like you could pick from a bikini girl and ride a BMX. It was
Yeah.
a big scandal in the day.
Yeah.
'Cause people are like, this is terrible and misogynistic and yeah.
But then a couple years
What
later,
a
you
weird
get like
era,
a
man.
GTA now, and
Yeah,
you go to strip clubs.
that's true.
Are they coming out with a new GTA? Are they doing like a sixth?
I
know
don't
if
think
they-
anyone knows, man.
No.
Because at this point, they're like, GTA 5 came out on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. Like the PS4
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Xbox One did not get its own Grand Theft Auto game. It just got like the updated GTA 5.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I actually never even thought about that. They should. They really should.
I remember watching Video Game Donkey with my mom. Do you know Video Game Donkey?
Yeah. You showed me Video Game Donkey. I
And
think.
it's just, it's like, she's like, oh, what's this guy do? He just plays the game wrong. And it's just like him playing Grand Theft Auto and running people over and Cousin
Yeah.
Nico calling to go bowling and stuff like that. And she's like, I don't get it. And I'm like, Neither do I, Mom.
There's a show, a very famous show, and Tom Green from Ottawa.
From our high school,
Yeah,
right?
from our high school, yeah.
Yeah.
My dad actually knew him pretty well.
Yeah?
Yeah, because they went to the same high school.
My uncle used to play hockey with Brent Butt from Corner Gas.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so cool. That's such like a small,
And
like...
I met him at the Canadian Screen Awards. You were there with me, right?
And you
yeah,
told
we
him
were
about
we were
that,
seat
right?
fillers, and I'm like, hey, you know, my family's all from Carrot River. And he's like, oh, small world.
Yeah, did he like sound like he's in the show? Did
He sounded like he was in the show, but he sounded like he didn't really care either.
Yeah, because
and then
you know, busy.
Buddy Zoel was there talking his ear off.
Yeah.
And then we all got in trouble because we're not supposed to talk to the celebrities because we're seat fillers.
Right.
And I was sitting next to Geddy Lee from Rush.
That is so cool.
That's
That's
his name,
really
right? Geddy
cool.
Lee?
I think it's Geddy Lee.
Yeah.
I was sitting, I don't know if you've seen Kim's Convenience, but the car salesman or like the oldest son or whatever, his whole family, like his brothers and sisters were sitting like right across from me.
Yeah.
And I think he didn't win something, but he had to like announce next, like the award for the next award or whatever. And his family was like talking so much shit. They were like, this is fucking bullshit. Like, sorry for my French, guys. This is FBS. And they were just kind of all shaking their heads after he didn't win. And he was just like standing up there, like voicing the next reward. Very, very shakily, I'll say.
Yep.
It was pretty sad to watch. What was I going to say? I had something about...
I got a suggestion for the next episode.
Yeah.
So, we both look like total slobs. Like we're just
Are you
slouching.
Talking about Vin Diesel and The
No,
Rock
you
there?
and me, just
Yeah,
like
no.
slouching on the couch. You know,
Yeah,
we look
I'm
terrible.
trying to keep up.
Trying to like, but it's just such an inviting couch. You know, like,
Yeah,
it makes your butt feel good.
And you guys
But I'm
probably
saying
don't
that
know
we
this,
just lean
but-
into it for the next episode. Have the camera up high, like pointing down at
Yeah.
us, and we'll just
And
each
we'll
have
just-
we'll each have a beverage.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, I don't know if we're allowed to do that. I'll have to ask.
Yeah, again, guys, you can't really blame us though, because this couch, like Aiden's old couch, who like I have a personal relationship with, because I pretty much lived here for like a lot of first year. Aiden's old couch like was broken at 99 plus different points. So this brand new upgrade is.
It was a
like,
recliner, and the recliner for this is like my spot on the couch, right? Was broken, and it was permanently up.
Yeah.
So like if you wanted to get up or whatever, you'd have to like waddle around it and like lean up to get around it. But it was like 60% up. Like he was just
Yeah.
kind of leaning down.
Well, then
so
to
it
like
wasn't-
get up too, you'd have to like spread your legs
Yeah.
wide and get up. Yeah, that was funny.
We got 10 minutes left. This has been completely off the rails. We had not done any of the subjects other than show and tell and Starlink. Of the other two subjects we were supposed to do.
Yeah, we
Which
didn't-
one do you want to do?
I think we both know more, because the fission fusion thing, I was just going to say a few things, but we both know a good amount about the Spanish flu, and there's some cool,
Sure.
yeah, so we can talk about that.
You rattle off some facts about the Spanish flu for us.
Okay, so the Spanish flu, in the first 5 weeks of its second wave outbreak, killed more people than HIV and AIDS did in of its first 25 years of really being a globally known illness, virus, disease. So one thing I didn't know about the Spanish flu before, like pretty much yesterday, was I thought the virus itself for the Spanish flu was what directly killed or harmed the individual person. It wasn't that. It was the person's actual immune response to try and combat the Spanish flu virus itself. Your body would put an overly exaggerated amount of red and white blood cells towards this actual virus that it would create so much fluid and liquid and congestion in your lungs that you'd pretty much close your own esophagus just from that amount of swelling. So to think that a virus that's able to like adapt in a way, like think of it this way, it's a virus that came from birds, they thought originally. It was a bird virus. If a virus is able to change from a bird virus to a human virus, manifest, and then change from a bird virus then change from a bird-based virus to a human virus, and then spread and then change and morph into an only human virus, that's one of the craziest phenomenons in evolutionary biology they've said they've ever had. Because if something's able to become
Other than
something
fungus.
different, other than what?
Fungus.
Fungus?
What is it?
It's a growing bacteria.
It's not bacteria. It's fungus.
Isn't fungi bacteria based?
I don't know. Just fungus freaks me
fungi.
out, man. It's weird.
It's
Yeah,
weird. how
sorry,
many-
I interrupted.
No,
Continue.
no, it's all right. On that though, I want to say one thing. Do you think fungus always points, or fungus, moss always his faces north? What's
No.
the myth behind? Isn't it? That's a myth, right?
I think that's a myth.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're lost in the woods, you can
Yeah.
find the side of the tree that the fungus is growing on.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that might work on like the edge of the forest.
Yeah,
know,
if it's like it, I feel like it can't be. If
I feel like it doesn't matter either way because like moss likes the shade or whatever,
yeah,
right? Isn't
like
that the thing?
shade and moisture.
like shade and moisture. So if it's
Mhm.
the perimeter of the forest, there's always
Just
gonna be one
depends
side
on-
that's gonna be the forest side that has
Right.
moss, and then the outside that doesn't. It doesn't matter where the sun is.
Yeah,
And then in the forest, you have tree coverage, so there is no moss, or there is lots of moss everywhere.
a good episode would be like survival, like folklore or like survival tip, like you know,
Yeah.
lie. I don't know. But yeah, yeah. Back to the Spanish flu. It was such an extremely
The
like
storm's coming. I better drink my own piss.
yeah, yeah.
Bear Grylls?
Yeah.
Alright,
like,
sorry,
no,
I
and
keep interrupting
the
you. I'm
camel
so bad.
one. Have you seen the camel one where he opens the camel and he takes its liver sac and then he cuts the liver open, he drinks it.
That aired on TV?
Mm-hmm.
I
And
did
he
not see that.
climbs into the camel skin. You not seen that Bear Grylls episode?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Are you sure you're not thinking of literally Star Wars?
I'm sure I'm not thinking of Star Wars. That is but that's what it reminded me of. I kid you not. I know what Star Wars you're talking about. New Hope.
Yeah.
Pretty much first scene. No, not the Ice Yeti.
Okay.
Not the friggin' thing that he's riding. It was, but it looks like that. It was disgusting. Yeah. Shout out to Bear Grylls.
What a name.
Yeah, such a good name for. He's kind of
Yeah.
like born into what his role was gonna be.
You're gonna be the
anyways.
next one, man. The name like Everest Mandy.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
That's like such a mountaineer's name, you know?
If you use like the Irish version for the last name, which is pronounced Mandai, then I love how Mandai. That's way cooler, you know.
That is a lot cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You're Aiden Bell. You be Bell Media Co.
Did I tell you about my nightmare?
No, no.
I had a nightmare that my dreams are really boring. I got a nightmare that I got a cease and desist from Bell Media because my website is aidenbellmedia.com.
Did you wake up in like a cold sweat? Like
I
were
was
you
like kind of
freaking
freaking out. Like,
Oh man.
you know, like I had to like go and like get a lawyer, and it's the most adult nightmare I've ever had.
Oh man, dude, I can't. I felt so bad at work the other day. I was at work and I told everybody there, and I was like, I had terrible dreams in first. They were talking about like dreams correlating to certain stresses. And I said, you guys know apparently, dreams of your teeth falling out consistently are related to financial stress. And I realized this in first year when I was like, obviously I didn't have the money that I have now or the job that I have now. But I was like under a lot of financial stress, and I remember always having dreams of my teeth falling out. And apparently it's because it has something to do with your brain correlating the most expensive part of your body. Oh, are we done? Oh, is it glitching out?
That was the battery. I'm just
Oh.
putting my hand under it.
Oh, nice. You're like,
Apparently our camera's out of battery.
oh, damn.
That's okay though.
Anyways, where was I? What was I talking about?
Teeth falling out.
Yeah,
dreams.
teeth falling out in dreams. Apparently, it's a mental correlation between your brain understanding that your teeth are the most expensive part of your body and that they're the most inaccessible part of your body. So if anything were to happen to them, that would be the worst possible situation for you in a physical sense, other than death or very serious injury. So apparently, I kept having those. I had like dreams like that for 6 months, and they're so vivid, not like any other dream I've ever had. It's like bad, man. So, save your money. Don't use your credit card ever. Okay? Take out loans from banks. Don't use your credit card. Just leave that shit alone.
I use my credit card for everything.
I know I do too.
But I pay it off every day.
I do too. I'm just trying to tell people.
Okay.
You know. Yeah. If you do use your credit card, use it big and pay it off as soon as you can.
British people having bad teeth is a myth because they have nationalized health care, as do we. Americans are the ones with bad teeth. Just go on TikTok for 5 minutes and all you'll see are Americans with bad teeth. Or no teeth.
Oh my god.
Is that racist?
No, it's not racist at all. No,
That's
I
just the
love,
truth.
no, it's the fact you said go on TikTok for 5 killed me. That was
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on TikTok for 5
I don't even
minutes.
have the app, man. I just
Oh.
like watch them on YouTube or whatever, like the cringe compilations, and it's just some like.
You mentioned a conspiracy theory earlier. This is a kind of a conspiracy theory that's going on around. Do you think TikTok is a embedded recording system from Asian countries to listen to the States?
When they when iOS 14 the first beta came out, it reports when something copies something from your clipboard. So if you go paste or whatever, it says, you know, Safari pasted from messages or something like that at the top of your screen. And then TikTok, people would open TikTok and it would just say TikTok pasted from whatever you had last copied from. Just over and over and over and over and over again.
What the hell?
There's pretty much this permanent thing at the top of the screen saying that it had pasted from whatever. It was just reading your clipboard. And
Oh, damn. What happened with that? Like, were people pissed about it? Was it?
people were pissed. It was kind of a
Did they sign on it?
controversy.
I agree in the friggin' terms of agreement.
They took it out of the app by like iOS 14 beta 2.
Probably like visually removed it from that.
Well, it's something that's like OS level, so they can't change it. Right?
Okay.
They just removed the copying functionality.
Right.
But that means since whenever TikTok came out, like during iOS 12 or iOS 13, like anything you had copied in your clipboard, like for me that's a big thing because my passwords, right? Because I use like
Yeah.
1Password or whatever.
Right.
So
Damn.
we've got
That's a huge breach
4
of
minutes
privacy.
left and possibly less on our camera here.
Yeah. How long has it been blinking for?
You got anything else you want to say? I feel like you've been the thing holding the show together today. I've been a total just whipping shit with my pool noodle.
Yeah, but that's all perspective though, right? Because think about it. If you want to talk about that, maybe for the verbal part, but look where we are. Look at the lighting setup, the camera, the laptop, our stream is set up. We're equal. We do good. Yeah. I like your pool noodle. Remember like being kids and you go to your buddies, like if anybody had a deep swimming pool and you try to like, you ever put like a life jacket on, like a diaper?
Yeah.
And then you get one guy to like swim down and bring you down as far as you can and torpedo you back up and
Yeah.
you shoot out of the water. That was fun, man.
Oh yeah. I'd hook that up to the jet in the pool.
Yeah.
And like I'd use it as like a machine gun. And then I'd go and I'd fill it full of water and I'd blow on it really hard and it'd be like a bazooka.
This one's kind of weird now that like looking back on it. But you ever like with like any of your friends, you'd like grab each end of a pool noodle and you'd both blow on it to see who's like stronger.
Yeah,
at, like,
I would do that,
and you
yeah.
like sometimes you just get
You were
like
the only
blasted
person to
in the
ever
face.
have defeated me at the drowning game.
And that you do like in NLS and
Yeah,
training,
so
right?
I did that in NLS.
Yeah.
The idea is to simulate drowning, but it's like sumo wrestling. So you go against a person and you try and hold the other person underwater, and then there isn't really a winner. There's just a loser, and the loser is the person who gives up.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
undefeated during my NLS, and anyone I played that with. And then you came out to our pool and you kicked my ass.
I think I probably cheated, you know. I probably grabbed the ladder or something.
No.
No, but
I think it was just that that you were the only other person I really played against who was NLS certified, right?
true.
Because my NLS class was like,
Yeah, mine was filled with a lot of like non-swimmers, just kind of kids.
yeah,
that were like,
I think
yeah,
a
my
lot of
mom
people,
told me
a
to
lot of
get it."
people failed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember, there's a guy that went to Liz's school was in my NLS course, and he got out of the water during his endurance swim, like his testing swim, to check his iPad. He got out of the water, got to the bleachers, grabbed his bag, and was checking his iPad, and the teacher's like, "What the hell are you doing?" He's like, I need to check this. She's like, you're done. And he's done this
Yeah.
like multiple times, so she kicked him out. But it was crazy.
I,
I think you were one of the only, I think, if I remember correctly, you were one of the only people that could hold your breath longer than me, however,
Yeah.
during that time, when we went to your place at the farm.
Yeah.
So we bested each other at something each.
Okay, we're into our last minute. You want to do some closing remarks?
Yeah. Be good to each other, be kind, be happy, be healthy, be smart, save your money, have
Wear
a
a
good time.
mask.
Wear a mask. Just, yeah, don't do things, don't be selfish in this time. Make other people feel good, and it'll come back around. And then eventually everybody will feel good, and then that means that we're all better as a freaking globe. Do you want to give any shout-outs?
If you're American, go vote. If you're not American, good luck, because, you know, it affects us all.
Yes.
Shout out to Amber. Shout out to Eunice. Shout out to Hayden and Morgan, who were both sort of in this episode in the same way that the guy from the construction show, Home Improvement, the neighbor, you know, like the top.
Quick shout out to Morgan for thinking that she was Lala, and quick shout out to Lala for vice versa. My bad.
Okay, that's all.